require the loan of some funds. So if a gentleman might have a large coin in their pocket, we'd love to have you loan that coin to me. Now I understand they have paper money as well nowadays, but I prefer hard currency. It's almost as if you don't carry money with you anymore. Someone must have a coin on them. Let me see. Someone have a large coin, a large denomination coin. Oh, I see someone in the back. Would you step up here if you would? Ah, you're trying to entice a child. Watch that woman. She appears to be replacing one of members of her family. Ah, you have a coin. If you would come up here, please. Give him a round of applause as he arrives. Stand over here. What is your name? Mr. Charlie. Very nice to meet you. Would you remove your mittens, please? Excellent. Excellent. Mr. Charlie, this is the coin you gave. Is that accurate? Yes. Would you take the coin? It's a very strange mintage, but we do see all different coins here. Now, I have in this pot 3 wax pencils of colors, various hues. Would you take one of the wax pencils? Excellent. What I'd like you to do is to draw something on one side of the coin. Go ahead and draw right across the face of the coin. Now, the reason I have Mr. Charlie do that is because it's currently against the law to deface any money in the United States. However, I don't want to be the one doing it. All right, would you hold that up so everybody can see the mark you placed on it? Place the wax pencil in the vase. Hold that up high. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try something very unusual, very unique. Do you see the handkerchief? Is there anything unusual about the handkerchief? Are there any openings in the middle? No openings. There are no holes except for very, very tiny ones where the needle pierces. Now I'm going to try something with the coin. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place the coin under cover of darkness. And in a moment I'm going to ask you, Mr. Charlie, to hold on to the coin. Thank you. I place the coin inside the handkerchief. Can you feel the coin? All right, excellent. I also want you to be able to hear the coin, so I take the wand and I tap. Can you hear the coin?
Yes.
Can you feel the coin? All right, I'd like you to pinch the coin with this hand and hold it tightly in the handkerchief. What will happen in a moment, ladies and gentlemen, is I will pull the handkerchief from one corner. When I do, the coin will be left behind in this young gentleman's fingers. It will pass penetration of matter through the center of the handkerchief. He looks a little skeptical. Now, once or twice, this has not happened the way as it has been intended. And when I pulled the handkerchief, the coin flew out in the audience. So to combat that, I'd like to invite someone else to help me. If you would, join us up here. Come on, take your gloves off so that you have access to your fingers. Leave those behind. Give him a big round of applause as he comes up. Stand right here. What is your name, sir? Mr. Nolan, if you would take this glass receptacle, hold this out in front of you. Now, if this gentleman over here, Mr. Charlie, if I hold your hand up like that, if I pull on the handkerchief and the coin flies in the air, I wish you to take that glass and run and capture the coin. He is looking skeptical as well. This young woman over here is concerned for the safety of her eyesight. I understand that. So, young lady here, because you are so concerned with your eyesight, I'd like you to take this ball of yarn. Now, upstairs, they're making yarn dolls of similar wool, so you may have an opportunity to do this, but I want you to hold on to this ball of wool. And should that coin fly out into the air and it appears that this gentleman is unable to catch it in time, and the coin is coming anywhere near you, I want you to take the ball of wool and throw it at the coin and knock it out of its trajectory. Sounds simple enough? Excellent. Hold that up. On the count of 3, can you feel the coin? Once again, we'll tap that to make sure that everybody can hear it. Oh, I'm doing this. Excellent. Hold on there. On the count of 3, I will pull, and the coin will penetrate and remain in his hand. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Just like that, the coin is... No one has screamed in pain. We have a challenge. I must return your currency, sir, and I apologize for not having it. I tell you, would you do me a favor? Would you go over and have her toss the ball of wool into the glass receptacle?
Nice.
Excellent. Ah. Now, sir, if you would feel the wool, did you feel the wool? It is fine quality, is it not? Would you feel that? Is that soft? It is. Leave the ball in the bowl. Hold the bowl up high so everybody can see. Hold it underneath. Can you feel the wool? Does that feel nice and soft? I'd like you to take your hand and make the eye of a needle for me. That's perfect, because we're going to thread the eye of the needle like that. And I'm going to come out here into the audience. Now, I helped Mrs. Harrington quite a bit with her knitting, and so I'm going to spin the wool into a ball around my hand. It's interesting, sir, is it not, to watch the ball as it unwinds. Hold the ball out in front of you, straight out, so everybody can see as the ball rotates. Fascinating, is it not? Do you know what this part of the show is called? Dramatic tension. Skeptical old spinster in the row over here. Entertainment. If you look and you listen, you may hear something now.
I heard a camera.
Yeah? I heard something. What? There's a coin. Don't take it out. Leave it in the bowl. I want you to walk the bowl and cross over to Mr. Charlie, if you would. Mr. Charlie, would you look in the bowl and tell everyone what you see? A coin. Would you reach inside the bowl and hold the coin up and look at it and examine and see if it contains the mark you placed upon it? Does it? Is it the same mark and the same color? It is. If you would give him a big round of applause. You may keep this coin as a souvenir. Now I must express my appreciation for you coming out to see today's performance. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, but I have one final piece to present to you this evening. Recall, I began with one of the newer pieces to hit our shores. Now I would like to present to you one of the oldest pieces of magic known to man. It's a piece of magic that uses 3 kettles, such that you might cook a small porridge in. Not only are there 3 kettles, but there are 3 balls. 3 balls, 3 kettles. Now there is something unusual about the kettles. They have an opening within. Otherwise they would be pedestals. But the opening is rather deep. Deeper than one might believe. You can actually push things quite through the bottom. In fact, if I place one ball on top of the cup, and I cover it with the 2 cups and I say the word Vade, the ball penetrates the hole in the cup. I will do that again for those of you who did not see it before. I place the ball on the cup. Now the hole is quite large. The hole is so large you can actually pass one cup through the other if you squint. If I cover that up and I say Vade, the ball passes through and joins the first one under the cup. I know, I will do this again. Watch carefully. As I said, the hole is quite large. We're going to cause the ball to pass through, penetrate 2 cups simultaneously. We place the cup on top, we say Vade, and the ball penetrates to join its 2 brothers, which gives me 1, 2, 3 balls and 1, 2, 3 cups. Now watch very carefully, because I will do that again. I place this ball under this cup, this ball under this cup, and this ball under that cup. 3 cups. Unas, duo, tres. Unas, duo, tres. Young lady, say the name of one of the 3 cups. Unas, duo, tres. Unas, duo, tres. No, it's fine. Your mind is set. Much like my wife's most of the time. You say trace. If I take the ball out of under duo and I balance it on the tip of the wand and I tap, like that, the ball passes and joins its brother, leaving 2 here. Now some people say, oh, no, there is still a ball hidden underneath duos. In fact, there is not. You see, because we have 2 balls, 2 cups. Ah, but the third, if I squeeze, the ball vanishes and appears underneath the cup of the other cup. Let me do this again and make it very easy for you to watch. If I place the balls on top of the cups, it makes it much easier to see. Yes? If I place this ball here into my pocket and get rid of it, and I place this ball here into my pocket and I get rid of it, and I place this ball into my pocket as well, some people might say, where are the balls? Well, interestingly enough, there's one over here. You look confused. It's all right. I place the ball into my pocket, and yet it ends up underneath the cup. You're still confused. It's all right. So we have 1, 2. If I place the ball into my pocket, it travels underneath the cup. That's 1, 2, 3. I place it in here. Now some say, oh, if he places it in here, will it return underneath the cup? No, that's a potato. You see, this is a potato. This is a potato. Now I am surprised by those, but the one that surprised me the most is this one. As you see, a farmer's dream. My name is Jonathan Harrington. I appreciate your